Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. Now if you are new here, do consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Now today is a very special day. At the time of recording this, I'm at 999 subscribers, and hopefully by the time I've edited this video to release, I'll be at the 1K mark. So thank you guys so much for following me, for listening to me, for watching my videos and coming back. And yeah, just grateful for that. By the way, do give me a thumbs up if you like my illuminated, there it is, there, oh yeah. By the way, do give me a thumbs up if you like my illuminated plant pot. If you want a tutorial on how to create one like that, let me know in the comments below. Right, so now today this video is going to be about how you can use stock footage to your advantage to sort of increase the storytelling or the depth of any project that you might be doing, but in particular an ad like this one. Okay, so pretty much the whole of that video that you've just seen was created using stock video. So all of the clips in that video, except for the last clip of the watch, which is the hero shot at the end, which was created by myself, and I'll put a BTS as to how that was done as well. But all of those shots were from a stock footage library. So you might already be using stock footage within your video projects, and if so, that is super awesome. However, if you haven't actually thought about the possibility or thought about this before, maybe this will just help you to say, you know what, that is an option and I can use this. And I'm going to give you some advantages and disadvantages of using stock footage. Now, there are a plethora of places where you can find stock footage to use within your video. There might be some free sites, there would be subscription paid sites, there might be other specialist sites where you would license a particular bit of footage for your product, but there's various different places which I'm not really going to go into today. But the one that I use is Envato Elements, and I've mentioned this many times on here before, and I'm absolutely not sponsored by them. However, I do have an affiliate link if you ever wanted to try them out or try their products. But I used this specific library because it just doesn't have stock footage. You've got photos, you've got other assets, you've got sound clips, sound bites, sound effects, you've got music, and you've got a little bit of everything. And that is why I like that particular library. So all of the clips that was used in this video is from Envato Elements. So there are a few advantages of using stock video. One of those being it saves time and it saves budget. So it saves time. You don't have to actually go out there and shoot the footage yourself. And obviously, you know, as you would know, the budget would definitely be going up if you had to go out and shoot this footage. Secondly, it is instantly available. Once you've got an internet connection, you can download that footage and have it in your project in a matter of minutes, and you can go ahead and start to edit that. Another advantage is that you can try before you buy. So if you have a project in your head that you're thinking, oh, I want to execute this, you have a rough idea of what you want, you can go and you can search for this footage, you can put it in your project. As a matter of fact, you can even send your client an example. And so instead of even sending your client a storyboard or a shot list, you can actually send them a mock-up, if you have the time to do this, of how the project would look. And that would absolutely give them a better idea of what it is that you are trying to achieve. Obviously, there are downsides to using stock footage that is available on the internet, in that it is not exclusive, and it will not be exclusive to yourself or to the project that you're going to use it for. You might find that you may have seen this bit of footage in someone else's video before, or you might see it in the future. So that's just one thing to bear in mind. But let's be honest, man, especially in times like this where you're restricted from going certain places. For example, if you are an aspiring travel videographer, then you can then get footage like that is, you know, travel based and that kind of thing, and you can learn to edit. You can practice your edits, practice your projects like that, and at no cost or expense to yourself, except for if you have to pay for the subscription for the library or something like that. Okay, so here's a couple of clips when you're going about trying to find your ideal or your bit of footage to put in your project. Oftentimes when creators upload clips to these sites, they don't just upload one clip. They usually have multiple clips within the same environment, within the same sort of story scenario in which they were shooting. So if you can get your hands on that, for example, in this video that I shot, the clip where there's the lady in the red dress in the desert, there were about 10 different clips of different angles, you know, different focal lengths and that kind of thing, where she is in the desert, and that actually helped to make the story a lot more coherent. And I'm not sure if you could tell either, but there were a couple of clips in there that were not from that specific set. For example, the picture of the time lapse with the clouds, that was from that was totally unrelated. Also the clip where you had the close-up of the feet walking in the sand, that is a totally unrelated clip. But my point is that you can search and find clips that would work together. The only other thing now that you have to consider when you bring them into your project is trying to make them look the same, because they will be shot on multiple different cameras and, you know, different settings, different white balances and that kind of thing. So your job when you bring it into post-production is to make sure that you do your color correction and you make it look as close as possible. And as promised, I'm going to show you a behind the scenes clip of the final shot in that video where we were pushing in towards the product, pushing in towards the watch, just inside a valley of sand. And this was made possible by my newest lens, which is the probe lens. This is the first time that I've used it as well. So I can't really give you a review as yet, but it's going to be awesome. I know I'm going to be creating a lot of good stuff with this. One thing I'm going to tell you off the bat though is that it is light hungry. This lens is from f14 to f40, I think, and it requires a lot of light. So that is something to consider as well if you are thinking about getting this lens. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching this video, and if you found it helpful or useful, do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.